to be in your car. Listen, I'm honored to be being driven by the famous Uber driver. So listen, I have a song I want to sing for you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. It won't always be like this. The Lord will perfect that concerning you. And sooner or later, it'll turn in your favor. It's turning around for you. But you got to believe it. It's turning around for you. And this is what I hear for you. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10. It says, do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Sometimes it's like, Lord, you know, what's going on? When is it going to happen for me? And I just want to tell you that people see you. We see you and you're making a great impact. And although it may seem like things don't happen the way that we think, maybe this door is going to be the one, or maybe this opportunity is. I don't know why, but God had me go to the bank. And a lot of times he's like, okay, you know, I was like, Lord, I don't know why I'm going to the bank. But he said, go. I'm like, okay, I got a ride schedule. And I'm led to sow this. I want to sow $1,000 into you. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. People see you, you know, and although it may seem like, God, do you hear? Do you see what I'm going through? You know, God sees, he understands, and you're making a great impact. And I want to encourage you to keep going. Keep going. So this is for you. 8, 9, 10. $1,000 for you. God understands. God understands, and he loves it. When you cry out to him like that, he loves it. He loves it. He loves it. In fact, here go another 1,000. Here go another 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here you go. $2,000. Yes. God provides. He provides. He's faithful.
I gotta pull over.
Yes, you can pull over. Yes. You gotta pull over. It's okay. He's faithful. He's so faithful. The Bible says, I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread. You know, he's so faithful. He's so faithful. Yes. Thank you, Lord. So faithful. Thank you, Lord. Yes, Lord. So faithful. So faithful. He's amazing. Yes. We sing praises to your name. Oh Lord, praises to your name. Oh Lord, for your name is great and greatly to be praised. He's faithful. God is faithful. And know that he will meet every need that you have. And I just want to encourage you, just make sure that you give him his 10% and tithe and offering from that $2,000, and watch how he continues to rebuke the devourer for your name's sake. And watch how you experience him open up the windows of heaven and pour out blessing that you have not room enough to receive. So 10% of that, you make sure you give that to God for tithe and offering, and he's going to make sure that everything that you need be supplied. Tithing stops the curse. Oh, so that means I got that's $3,000. You got the whole $3,000. Here, that's how much I withdraw. $3,000 from the bank. That's the whole $3,000 right there. Glory to God. The whole $3,000.
And I realized, you know what my first post was when I first started sharing that I was doing Uber? It was this lady that prayed over me. Wow. And I remember, it's so crazy because I posted in my story because I still wasn't ready to just come out like, yeah, okay. I hadn't even named it at this point. It was just like, okay, I want to tell people the real story behind, like, the journey of being a dreamer, being a serial entrepreneur. And so I posted it in my story, and I got so much positive feedback. I was like, this needs to be on my actual, like, news feed.
But there's a lot of people doing what you're doing. You'd be surprised. Other artists are doing the same thing. And I was homeless driving Uber and Lyft.
Really?
I was homeless driving Uber and Lyft. Nobody knew. I would sing at churches. The power God would fall, you know, and nobody knew I was homeless some days, sleeping in my car at Walmart parking lot. Nobody knew this. Yep. And I remember I was homeless feeding the homeless. So before I started going live feeding the homeless and doing all that, I was literally homeless, sleeping in my car, parked in Walmart parking lot. I would make money singing at funerals, events, weddings, leading praise and worship, sometimes driving Uber and Lyft on South Beach. People thought I was living in South Beach, living the life. But I was homeless, staying at hostels, paying $20 a day. And I would drive some Uber, Lyft, you know what I mean? Yeah, nobody knew. And I was feeding the homeless, and nobody knew. I was homeless feeding the homeless. Yeah.
Thank you, God.
Yeah. That's why you see the word for you is do not despise small beginnings.
I'm so grateful.
Because do you see where I am now? Like God has me
so
sowing into people all over $1,000, but it
good.
takes, you have to go through it in order to get to. See, I tell people all the time, some things you got to go through in order to get to. There is no testimony if you have not went through a test. How can you tell me what God can deliver me from if you've never been through anything? My breakthrough is in my release. That's why he say, give, and it shall be given unto you. Then he say, whatsoever you sow, that shall you reap. See, the thing is, God even gave his only begotten son as the ultimate, here go that word again, sacrifice. But we don't believe in sacrifice.